to talk some NBA basketball because the whole world is talking about what happened on Tuesday night when Kyrie Irving dropped 61 points against the Orlando Magic. Listen, I'm not taking away anything from Kyrie Irving. He is a phenomenal talent. We've all said he's one of the top two ball handlers potentially in the history of the NBA. He is a gifted shot maker. He was the number one pick by my Cleveland Cavaliers in the 2011 NBA draft for a reason. However, as I said on Monday, when LeBron James went off on 50 against the Washington Wizards, when he scored 56 points and they barely beat the Golden State Warriors, as I said 2 years ago, when Devin Booker put up 70 in the NBA bubble, who cares? No one's going to remember Kyrie Irving's 61-point game when it comes time to the postseason. And if they do become the number 8 seed, depending on what matchup, when they get eliminated in the first or second round of the postseason, no one is going to care about Kyrie Irving's 61-point game. It was special. It was phenomenal. It was unbelievable to watch and see the highlights of. He's a special basketball player. But scoring in the NBA and beating an Orlando team that's not very good by 30 means nothing. The NBA is a star-driven league. It is driven right now by Giannis Antetokounmpo, LeBron James, who is a bad Lakers team, and in my opinion, the MVP of the league, Joel Embiid for the Philadelphia 76ers. It is not driven by a scoring outrage in the middle of March by Kyrie Irving against a bad Orlando Magic team. It is driven by postseason success. I do not care what you do in the regular season. That's why I didn't care about Russell Westbrook scoring all those triple doubles all those years in Oklahoma City and Houston and Washington, because it doesn't equate to winning. Right now, the Brooklyn Nets, with all that talent, with Kyrie Irving, with Kevin Durant, and I know that they missed some time. I understand that. And I know Ben Simmons may not even play this season. He's a whole nother story. I don't even want to talk about him. What a sad tale that is. The Nets are the 8th seed in the Eastern Conference. They beat up on an Orlando Magic team, which is tied for the worst record in the Eastern Conference. And it got nulled by Karl-Anthony Towns' amazing 60-point effort the other night as well. Karl-Anthony Towns, a big man that won the 3-point contest this year at NBA All-Star Weekend, put up 60 points for a number 7 seed Minnesota Timberwolves that probably will be eliminated in the first round by either the Memphis Grizzlies or the Golden State Warriors. Whoever they face, we'll see how far Golden State goes down with the Steph Curry injury. But why, after about a couple of flurry hours of everybody going crazy on the internet about Kyrie Irving and Karl-Anthony Towns, did the talk simmer down a little bit? Because it's the NBA regular season. It's just like March Madness, folks. It's just like college basketball in the regular season. It does not matter one bit. I don't care if LeBron James averages 50 points a night. If the Lakers are 10 games under 500, I do not give a rip. Individual performances in the NBA oftentimes do not lead to wins. It takes team basketball, and the Nets are not a very good basketball team, and Minnesota is an up-and-coming basketball team, but they're nowhere the basketball team of the Memphis Grizzlies or the Phoenix Suns or the Golden State Warriors are. If this happened in a postseason game, if this happened in Game 7 and it won them a series, it would be a talking point, like the way we still talk about Kevin Durant's toe being on the line, or he would have eliminated the eventual world champion Milwaukee Bucks in the second round of the NBA playoffs last season. The playoffs move quick. The playoffs are where legends are born and memories are created, not a random regular season night in Orlando. I am not a stat guy. I am not a ball guy. I am not a wow, look at that guy on Twitter type guy. I am a do production in the postseason guy. And at the end of the day, I don't care if Kyrie Irving drops 61 if he does not produce in the postseason. And by the way, he is still unvaccinated. Who knows if he's going to be able to play home games this year in Brooklyn at all? They may miss him for the postseason. He may have some spectacular performances on the road. Who knows? That may be all they need for this Brooklyn team to get on a run. Who the heck knows how it's going to shape out? But at the end of the day, if the Nets are eliminated in the second round, everyone's going to forget about the 61-point performance. And I could argue they already did, because it was a random Tuesday, Wednesday night in Orlando. And that's it. That's all there is to it, folks. Stop making up a narrative that it's one of the greatest performances in the history of the NBA, and we should celebrate it for 50 years. It was against the worst team in basketball on a random regular season night, and it meant absolutely nothing.